Hello and welcome to Blackstone Solicitors YouTube channel. Today we're talking about something that causes a surprising amount of confusion in the construction world, the Letter of Intent for Construction Projects, or LOI. Is it a contract, is it a promise, or is it just a glorified email saying we'll be in touch? If you're a developer, a contractor, or even a subcontractor, this video is for you. Because when it comes to letters of intent, misunderstandings can cost you time, money, and legal headaches. So let's clear it up, shall we? A letter of intent in construction is a document typically issued before a formal contract is signed. It's used when a client wants to get a contractor started on preliminary works. Think site clearance, design development, procurement of long lead items before all the legal paperwork is tied up. It's essentially saying we fully intend to enter into a formal contract with you, but in the meantime, please crack on with the following bits of work. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, not always. Construction timelines are tight, deadlines loom. And let's face it, sometimes the lawyers take a little time to finalize that 100-page JCT or NEC contract. So rather than delay the entire project, a letter of intent can get things moving without waiting for the ink to dry on the main agreement. But, and this is a big but, a letter of intent must be carefully drafted, because if it's vague or open-ended, you could end up with a very expensive misunderstanding. Not all letters of intent are created equal. A solid letter of intent should clearly spell out 1. Scope of work. Exactly what the contractor is authorized to do under the letter of intent. Be specific. Ambiguity leads to disputes. So, number 2, time frame. Is the letter of intent valid for 2 weeks or maybe until the full contract is signed? You need to make it clear. 3, payment terms. How much will actually be paid and when? No contractor wants to be left unpaid for early stage work, that's for sure. 4, limit on liability. Capping the amount payable under the letter of intent really does help everyone sleep a bit easier at night. And 5, intention to enter into contract. This helps show that both parties intend to proceed with a formal agreement, preventing the LOI from being viewed as a full contract in itself. However, here's where things go wrong. First, unclear wording. Vague LOIs can accidentally create a legally binding contract, when that wasn't the intention. Second, over-reliance. Using a letter of intent to carry out major chunks of the work without finalizing the main contract is honestly a recipe for disaster. And third, no cap on liability. Without a financial limit, clients may find themselves paying far more than expected, or contractors being underpaid for extensive work. So, is a letter of intent legally binding? The million-pound question. So the answer is, it depends. If the letter of intent looks, walks and talks like a contract and there's clear agreement on key terms, a court may treat it as binding, even if that wasn't the original intent. That's why you need to be crystal clear about your language, your intentions and the commercial limits. A letter of intent can be a useful tool to keep your project moving, but only if it's done right. At Blackstone Solicitors, we're here to help you avoid the legal grey areas and get it right first time. Need advice on drafting or reviewing an LOI? Contact our expert construction law team today. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell for more legal insights.